Mics are open.
Speaking of deep,
We're going deep into the ocean.
we're going to the abyss, literally. Hey, ghouls and gals, welcome back to Screen Queen Sessions. This month we went all the way to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean for Soma. And I think it's safe to say we're both a little rattled by the time we sat down to record this one.
I don't know if rattled's the word, but yeah,
Rattled. Rattled.
rattled.
Quick heads up before we get into it, this episode is completely unfiltered on spoilers, top to bottom, ending included, so if you haven't played it yet and want to go in blind, this is your moment to pause and come back after. Also, trigger warning, there is some suicide talk in this episode. Sailor, before we get into what this game actually is, if you had to describe Soma in one word and one word only, what would it be?
One word?
One
Not
word.
three?
One.
Not three?
One. Uno.
What?
What?
That's my word. What? Because if I was allowed three words, three words, it would be what the fuck. Listen.
I would say it was devastating. It was devastating. And that's the one that I keep coming back to, besides rattled. Devastating.
How many times are you gonna say the word rattled?
Rattled. I was rattled.
Rattled.
It just rolls off the tongue. Rattled.
Rattled.
But you have to say it with like a D, not a T. Rattled. Not rattled.
Rattled. Rattled.
So Soma is a psychological sci-fi horror game from Frictional Games, the same studio behind Amnesia, which Sailor has not played yet, and she will next year. But I would not go into this expecting Amnesia underwater because it really isn't. You play as Simon Jarrett, a man living in Toronto in 2015 who agrees to undergo an experimental brain scan after suffering a serious brain injury. He sits down for the scan. Everything goes black, and from his perspective, he immediately wakes up inside PATHOS-II, an underwater research facility almost 100 years later. He has no idea how he got there, what happened to the surface, or why some of the things moving around the station are completely convinced they are human. Worth setting up before we go any further, the reason that station is the only thing left, a comet has wiped out the surface of the Earth entirely before Simon ever wakes up down there. The way the game describes what's left up top afterwards, this constant firestorm, no signs of life anywhere, is very chilling. I would dare say that I was rattled.
Here we go with rattled. Rattled. You know what? We need a counter. I declare we put a counter. How many
Right?
times is she going to say the word rattled?
Like right there. Right there.
Right.
Rattled.
Right there. Right there. Would that be like...
But this whole rattling firestorm is the reason no one
my-
came to save anyone on that station. So I played this on PC.
I mean, how could they save them? How could they save them if they're on the station if they're underwater?
Well, they can't. They're dead, Sailor.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like nobody could come rescue them anyway. They're underwater.
Well, sure they can. How do you think they got down there?
I don't know. They were down there before the comet struck, right?
Yeah,
right.
I'm saying that if they did survive, if someone did survive that, they definitely would be stuck down there. Because I mean, if a comet that big hit the Earth, I don't think much of anything would be working. So yeah, I mean, they'd be kind of stranded no matter what.
Yeah, they'd be okay. Yeah, they'd be fucked.
They big dunsies. They duns.
Dunzo.
Done.
They were rattled.
They'd be rattled. So I played this on the PC, and it was my first horror stream. Actually, it was the first game that was a horror game that I streamed on Twitch, and it was recommended by a friend. And we already know Sailor's answer, but what did you play this on, Sailor?
I played this on PC.
Sailor got a fancy
And-
new PC.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a PC. I don't know about fancy, but it's a PC. It's great. But
I picked
and
you out a
it
nice
was
one.
recommended to me by Lunar. She said, "Sailor, you have to play this. There's a lot of dread. There's a lot of dread. It's not so scary." She fucking lied. She fucking lied.
I didn't want to like spook you. I wanted you to go in like, yeah, mystery, like it's gonna be so good. But then I wanted you to also get scared, which you did. It was magnificent.
I did. I did get scared. And then I also crashed out because the stupid monster I didn't realize could go through the fucking door. I didn't realize it could hit the little fucking door and be like, "Oh, hi, here I am. What the fuck are you doing here?"
The gameplay talk later, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that will definitely be in the gameplay. There are definite crash outs in the gameplay because what?
So, because knowing that the studio was frictional, I expected psychological horror, of course, very creepy, and hiding from monsters because they are known for you cannot hit a monster back in their games ever. But I did not expect the story to end up being what bothered me more than the monsters. And the opening is oddly normal, right? So you're Simon, you're in Toronto, you have a brain injury, and you're going to a medical appointment. So nothing like super dramatic. Like we know that his friend died and he has a brain bleed that will not heal. So he gets a call from a not even a fucking doctor. We're dropping
I
it
was literally
already.
about to point that out. He's not even a real doctor, and I say this so many times in the fucking gameplay. He is not a real doctor. How does he's doing it for a thesis. Okay, I get that, but, like, you're not a real doctor.
Do you think
Don't
he
act
has
like
his
a
white
real
coat?
doctor.
Do we think he has his white coat? Because he calls him Dr. Munchie. He's like, "No, no, no, it's just Mr. Munchie. I'm not a doctor yet." And I'm just like, "Why are we trusting this man with our brain? Why?"
Right, right, it's just a simple scan. It's just a simple scan, and then he goes, "Oh, well, the Indians used to believe that people's souls could be stolen through pictures or whatever he said." I'm like, "That kind of is how it's going in this game, is it not? It feels like it."
The fact that he dropped that while your head's inside a metal helmet is wild.
And the fact he made that joke again to Catherine millions of years later.
Million, it's a
What?
100. A million.
You know what? It feels like a million because
It
you wake
does.
up and you're like, "What the fuck? What time period am I in? Wait,
Where am
we're
I?
gonna get
Who
to
am
it.
I?
We're gonna get we're getting to it. We're gonna get to it." Not a real doctor though. That's the thing we want to stress here. Not a real doctor.
Not a real doctor. So I think the first thing that kinda hit me of what we were gonna be looking at are the mockingbirds, which are the computers or the machines that think that they are human. Like, the floating McFlurson outside the facility that is like, "I gotta do my job," and you're just like, "You're a robot." Or the guy that you electrocute on the train tracks in that first section. Did you electrocute him?
Which guy?
So
Carl?
it's a yeah, Carl. Good old
Yeah, no,
Carl.
I felt so bad when he screams. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." I went and I turned that off real quick.
I went back and I was like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." And he's like, "God, it hurts." But he was very forgiving. Like, he's like, "I
He
didn't
was.
know. I didn't know." And he was like, "No, no, it's fine. It's fine. Just get me help."
I like that you could actually go and talk to him and be like, "I'm so sorry. I think I accidentally hit the wrong switch." And he's like, "It's fine. Just go get me a doctor." And you're like, "But you're
Yeah, when he like keeps talking to him, he's like, you're
not.
a robot." He's like, "I'm literally right here. What do you mean?" Like,
Do you not see my head?" Like, ding, 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 like metal, like, Carl.
"Carl, sir, please.
Carl.
Please.
Carl,
Carl,
Carl, you're not a man. You're a robot.
you're just a robot." But I do like that they're all like, they don't know. They have no idea what they are. None of them. Not a single one knew that they were a robot for
How many
months.
times do we think Carl was scanned?
Once. He was
And,
scanned
like,
once.
he was only scanned once? Okay. So do you think I was getting well, never mind. That just threw that theory out the fucking window.
Pop your bubbles. Pop, pop, pop. I heard a bark, bark. But there is a specific document that says that Carl went into a pilot suit helmet thing, whatever, to repair the outer perimeter, and he got really nauseous, and it happened to
Mhm.
somebody else too, and that is when the well actually scanned him. Because the scans can stay and you can just use them over and over and over again, but he was only scanned once.
Okay, well, I guess that makes sense. Because I was
Yeah.
thinking, like, the more your brain gets scanned, the more further from reality you get, but I guess that throws that whole theory out the fucking window.
Yeah, only one scan.
Out the window. Okay.
Just uno scano.
Maybe that one scano just kinda fucked him up.
I mean, a robot did end up killing him in the end.
Yeah.
He did get
Rip
attacked.
rip
Rip Carl.
Carl,
Rip
rip
Carl.
Amy, rip all of
All
them.
of them. They're all dead. All of them. I think Catherine got it the worst. We'll talk about it when we get there, but I think she got it the worst.
She did.
It was sad. But we're gonna start with the atmosphere, which is the ocean. It is the ocean. So we have to talk about it because it is literally at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean, which was enough for me because I have thalassophobia. So the all the parts where we're walking outside, which there was way more than I really cared for.
Yeah, there's too much.
Yeah, that's that part with where like the Leviathan is, and I can't see shit, and it's like the current is going, and you're getting pushed around, and fucking angel
Mhm.
fish are coming out every no, no, that was terrible for me. I hated every second of it. I walked like this. Get me out.
I was actively chasing and looking at the little crabs while I was being chased by some random ass robot. I was like,
That's
"Oh my
wild.
god, look at the little crabs!" And I'm like, "Oh wait, Sailor, you are constantly being chased right now. You need to focus
Focus.
on not dying."
That's like me with the little crabbies in Subnautica too. I just wanna play with them.
They're so cute
They're
though.
so cute. They're so cute. Fuck crabs, but so cute. Me and crabs have issues. We go way back. But I think the ocean does a little bit more than make the game scary, especially for those who have thalassophobia. But I think
Mhm.
it's because there's nowhere to go. Like the surface is gone. There's no one left on Earth, and there's no one coming to help these people at all. Supplies are running out. Well, they have at this point, but even if Simon did make it out, like he thinks, there's nothing left for him. There's nothing. His family's gone. They're dead by this point. The whole world is gone. There's nothing for him to go to.
Yeah, he didn't even have family to begin with though, because like he died long, 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 long
She
ago.
said, "Don't matter. It's fine." He
He
doesn't know that. He doesn't know
Well,
that
no,
yet.
no. Say this whole time, though, the first time I played, I seriously thought I was in a dream and this was a whole dream thing until I looked in the mirror and I realized that we're not actually fucking human.
The absolute shock that he gets when Catherine's like, you're not either." And he's like, "Huh? What you mean?"
It didn't it didn't hit me then. It wasn't until I physically saw that we're not human that I'm like, holy shit, we're not human.
Someone else I knew played it, and it took them until you get to is it Theta when you switch bodies with your new power suit? Or
Omicron.
is it Omicron? Yeah,
Omicron.
when he's like he comes out of it and you see it, and he's like, "Am I a fucking
Mm.
robot?" Like, I'm like, "S hello? Did you play the game, sir?"
Catherine, why is he still talking?
Oh my
Catherine,
god,
what?
that fucked me up. That fucked me up so bad. The absolute existential can't say it, existential crisis that put me in. I'm just like, "Did you kill him? Did you kill Simon?"
I did. I
I
had
did
to.
too. I
I
did. It
couldn't
was
leave him there.
mm-mm,
I couldn't leave him.
I couldn't either. Like, and the fact that Catherine was just like, "You do it." You bitch, you lied to us. Hello? You do it.
She she specifically are we gonna talk we're definitely gonna talk about this later, so we can come back to this, or do you wanna talk about this now?
We can come back.
Okay, we'll come back because I've
Okay.
got a whole thing about Catherine. I've
She
got
got
a
a whole
whole
she
thing
got
about
notes. She got fucking notes.
We got notes, people. Of course we got notes.
So
Alright.
let's move to sound design then.
Yeah.
I don't know. They put some fucking work into this because even when you're not being chased, there's still sounds of like footsteps and movement and like the pressure
Mhm.
of the ocean against the walls. So fucking creepy, and, like, the constant running of machinery and the metal and the water. I mean, we literally stand into exploding part when all the water comes in, which was absolutely disgustingly terrifying for me. Hated every second of that.
Also, the people that are breathing, that are
Oh
like you
my god!
find and they're still alive, but you, like, see the mechanical pieces sticking out of them or whatever, and you're like, "That person's alive," and they're like,
Yeah, like that.
Mhm. Except they did get the, lusciousness of being able to drink water. Lusciousness? That's not the word I wanted.
Yeah, the
Luxuriousness. Like
lusciousness, that was it. Lusciousness.
rattled, okay?
Rat
Rattled.
rattled, absolutely rattled. They were
Rattling.
rattling.
They were though. They were.
They were. The one in the train station right before you get on the train in the very beginning, well, near the beginning, and you can literally see the lungs, like, on the wall moving for her.
Mhm. That
Hated
one
it.
was Amy, wasn't it? That was Amy.
Yes, it was Amy.
Mhm.
It was
Did
Amy.
you end her suffering?
I think you have to. I think the only way through
Oh,
is
you
to unplug her.
do. Yeah.
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 Oh, you know what? The little robot before you see, like, the first monster that can chase you, before you go to the
Mhm.
communications tower, and you have to unplug her to get she doesn't talk to you until you start unplugging her, and you unplug her to get the power going, and she's like, "What did I do?" I'm like, "Nothing, I just need the power."
I'm sorry. I messaged Lunar. I was like, "I just killed a robot." But you know what she said? She said, "Which one?"
Which one? Which one did you
"Ma'am, I
kill?
wasn't that far into the game." "What?"
How many? What's your machine count?
Uh,
I
I
killed who I
plead the
could. I'm
5th.
gonna be honest, I killed who I could.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I
basically
did.
ended who I could.
I did. Could you imagine being kept alive for because in the timeline, Simon wakes up 89 years after he died, or after his scan, and then
Mhm.
we wake up on PATHOS-II about 4.5-ish months after Catherine died. So those people have been there for months on this
Yeah.
artificial life support, barely alive. I can't even imagine. Can't even imagine.
I mean, they
But
kind of they're just kind of there too.
yeah,
That's what's terrible about it. They're just there. They're like,
yep.
"Oh,
In the dark, can't move, can't talk, just alive, if you could call it
that's."
that. I know.
I felt
It's
so bad. I
I
felt so
know.
bad that I couldn't end some of those people suffering that are just on the
I
wall.
know. Oh my god, yeah, the ones fused to the walls. The WoW went psycho. But we'll get there.
Yeah. Well, notes, notes,
We have notes.
notes.
So, the lighting and the visual design, it's gross. I hate it here. There's just organic material fucking everywhere. The buttholes that you have to touch for life.
That's another one of my major notes. It's in capital letters here. Capital letters. I don't know if we'll be able to capture it. Why the butts? We can't see
Almost,
it.
so
Damn
close.
it.
You almost had it. Back up a little bit.
Why? Oh,
There
why
you
the
go.
butts?
The butts.
Why? Why the butts? Why did they have to look like buttholes? Why? And why am I reaching my hand into the buttholes to heal? Why? Why? Developers, that was a personal choice.
It was a
That was a
personal
personal choice,
choice.
and you took it and you went with it. Why?
Wait till you play Amnesia.
Is there more buttholes? What
There's
is
no
with
more.
these
There's
people and buttholes? Okay, good.
I know it's really and then, like, once you have Catherine and, like, she can talk to you now granted, I this time when I played, I just did it for the B-roll, but so I didn't touch a butthole until, like, the end, and I touched it, and Catherine went, "What the fuck are you doing? What are you
Right?
doing?" She's like,
Apparently I'm used so I'm
you
just gonna
realize"
keep touching the buttholes.
yeah, and she's like, "You realize you're, like, directly connecting with the wild," and I wanted to be like, "Bitch, I just killed him, it's fine." But, like, she's like, "Stop. What the fuck are you doing? Stop it."
Well, I just want to know what put in Simon's head, the first time he saw said butthole, and he's like, "You know what?
He
I'm
just
gonna put my fingers right into it."
just wants to
Yeah, he doesn't even fist the whole thing. He just puts his finger. You know what? I want to remind everybody this podcast is rated R.
Yeah, he just
18
he
plus.
just he just tickles it a little bit and it sucks his hand in. It's just wild. The glasses have come off. This is the earliest the glasses I think have come off.
Who knew it'd be talk about buttholes and
Just
tickling?
buttholes. Seriously, who wakes up on a ship they don't know? They don't know where they are. The fucking monster's running around and he's like, "I'm gonna touch a butthole." Are you lonely?
There were so many things they could have done. They could have done a vein looking thing. They could
Barnacles,
have done
something.
a exactly, a barnacle. They could have done so many things. A fish. They could have done so many things.
They
You're
chose an
underwater.
anus. They chose an
They
anus.
chose the butthole. Like I said, it was a personal choice and they
It
went with
was
it.
it was a personal fucking choice. I lost my place. I was laughing so hard I scrolled. So other than the buttholes, I love the design of this game. I love it. It's so creepy. It's dark. There's, like I said, the organic material everywhere. The structured gel, the goopy structure gel coming down everywhere.
Mm.
I love the visuals of this game.
I have to agree. I think it was really well done.
It was.
It did give you the feeling of like at first when you wake up you don't realize you're underwater. It isn't until
Mhm.
you go into that giant ass tunnel that you're like, "Holy shit, I'm underwater." And
Holy
like
shit.
it it portrayed that really well.
Mhm.
But then like it didn't still feel like, you were underwater until like, it was like you're walking around on the ocean floor and you're
Mhm.
like, "Fuck."
Yeah. Like, on the floor, like, you are down there.
We're really here. Okay.
It gives you a good, like, feeling of complete isolation,
It does.
and that's I think that's really scary because like, you know nothing. There's no one to help you and answer any kind of questions besides weird lady on the radio, and she's literally just as bad, like, she does not tell you shit, like, she's frustrating and
Oh,
exasperating. She
Catherine.
just like, "Okay,
I
Simon."
I didn't trust her at all.
I don't
I
blame
didn't
you.
trust her. And I was like, there's no way. She's suspicious. I don't trust anything she's telling me. I don't know. No. And then she's like expecting Simon to know all of this stuff. And then she straight up lies to him. He's like, it'll be just like closing your eyes, right? And she goes, and then you wake up. Bitch, you fucking lied. What do you mean?
I have notes on that. I have notes.
Yeah.
But not only that, we have the WoW still doing WoW things and, keeping
Mm,
things alive. He's still repairing the all the different stations. He is still very
yes.
much a presence while you're down there, even though everyone is dead. This actually reminds me of, have you ever read anything by Roald Dahl? Oh, it's Ray Bradbury. I'm a fucking idiot. It's Ray Bradbury.
Oh.
It's called There Will Come Soft Rains. And the whole story is a short story around, like, kind of like a futurish household where they have all these robots that, like, clean the floors, they start the baths, they cook the dinner, how they're all going about doing their own thing, but you
Hmm.
get subtle, like, the dog comes in and he's, like, fucked, like, he's, like, has sores on him and he's dying, and then it goes to outside where, like, there are burnt outlines of people on the wall because there was a nuclear explosion and they all died, but the robots still kept doing what they were supposed to be doing, what they were programmed for, even when the house caught on fire and they all died. That's literally what this makes me think of because that's exactly what the robots were doing.
Kind of reminds me of Fallout 4.
Yes,
Where you
yes.
meet Cogsworth and he's still like, trimming the hedges that are no longer there. And all of a sudden, he's like, oh my God, it's you. It's been so many years. Yeah. Cause
Yes,
I mean,
yeah.
cause, they don't think that, they just do what they're programmed to do.
Mhm,
And
and that
that's just
is
what the WoW does. He
yep,
just
and
programs is doing what he's doing.
he adapted. It I
They
don't know why we call it a
programmed him
he.
a little too hard.
Yeah, yeah. Lots of body horror in this one.
Yes.
Lots of body horror because that like I said, we do see a lot of the organic material, but literally body is fused to the wall, that the WoW fuses to the wall to keep them alive. And
Yeah.
structure
And
gel
the eyeballs
everywhere.
on
And
the
the
floor.
we were gonna talk about that because it's fucking gross.
It is gross.
Um, but I do think that's probably the scariest part of this is that the WoW kinda took things into its own hands, and we will talk about that when we get to, like, the meat and the meat and potatoes. I'm hungry. The meat and potatoes of our story. Yeah, I think just the idea of he literally just takes everything into his hands. He's like, "I got this." You don't. Sit the fuck down.
He's like, "You programmed me to do this. This is what I'm gonna do." But
Mhm.
what if we enhanced it a little bit? You want survival? I'll give you survival. I'll give you survival.
Mm. Yeah.
That's not what we meant, wow, but okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
not what we meant.
That
There is one robot that I love to pieces, and I'm so sad about him, but the little helper robot that you find that helps you cut open doors and stuff,
yes.
he
I
hates
named him
me.
Stevie.
He hates me. Did he hate you?
Why?
So, when we go to get the Zeppelin and you have to
Uh-huh.
kill the robot that's doing its job, and he's just like, "Can't talk, gotta do my job." If you shoot him and you get his chip that you need, if you try to go near your helper friend robot, he will move away from you and get scared. He's scared of you because you shot down his friend. Yeah, I know, it's in the B-roll footage, you can watch it. I kept going after him. He swims away. He gets so upset. He's like, "You just killed my friend."
Now he's all alone. Now he's like Simon and all alone. Simon's gonna have to go back and go find little Stevie so they can live happily ever after underwater.
I think that's it for me because Stevie fucking hates me and Simon's still alone at the bottom of the fucking ocean.
Simon's still fucked. Simon's still
Mhm.
fucked because
And Catherine did all the, like, the machinery stuff to get him down there, so, like, I think you're stuck in the abyss, my friend. Also, why is the fucking gun in the abyss, like, the furthest fucking deepest part of the ocean to shoot it into space? What? Hello?
maybe they needed it for,
Maybe
catapulture.
maybe they're fucking stupid for scientists.
I mean, we have a not real doctor in here, so it's
I
possible.
not a real that rattles my soul, sailor. Not a real doctor. Rattles. I think I'm up to 12.
I think we're up to like 20 at this point.
Don't judge me, my rattling. So, we're gonna talk about the scary moments, the ones that we did have. So, we have
Listen.
some I picked some out. I picked some out that
Mhm. Mm,
I thought was scary.
mm.
Acres at Theta,
His
uh,
eyeballs.
yeah, that's Delta. Acres, I mean, that was Acres, but he was the one that you who opened the door for you, the who opened the door and came in, that was Acres.
That was Acres.
Uh-huh, pretty sure.
Acres and I got some serious beef. We got some
They
serious
got some
fucking
beef.
beef.
They got some beef.
We got problems, okay?
They are not friends.
No, we're not friends because you have no arms. Right? Right? I think you have no arms,
Mhm,
no eyeballs,
mhm.
no nothing, no whatever. How did you open that door?
Maybe
How
he
did
had
you
his
open
card, maybe his ID card. Maybe it's in his oozing body somewhere.
stuff stuffed in his fleshy oozy okay, yeah,
Oh,
sure.
Stop.
Sure. Sure. Okay. There was also one point I'm hiding in the storage room. He faked my ass out, right? I'm sitting there, I'm crouched in the corner. I'm like, okay. He starts walking towards me, and I'm like, go away. Go away. But then
It's
he
cute.
turns around. Then he turns around. He acts like, he didn't see me. And I was like, oh, maybe I'm safe. What does he do? No, he turns back around, comes straight for me, and I said, you son of a bitch.
You
You
son of a
son of a
bitch.
fucking bitch. Are you kidding me? Ain't no fucking way.
I
Ain't
think
no
that was
fucking way.
I think that was the most frustrating part in the whole game was that whole hallway scenario, like, to fix the
Yes.
elevator. I hated it. I hated it so much when I
I
played.
crashed out so hard. I crashed
Mhm.
out so hard. Like,
That
in
and,
the
like,
gameplay footage, it's just a whole, like, 30 minutes of me just sitting there, like, contemplating my whole life.
sorry. That part, and also when you get down the elevator, when you're at the bottom and, like, the proxies
Mhm.
are walking around, oh my god, I hated that part too. I'm just like, "Can you please leave me alone, please?"
I got so lost because 'cause I'm like, "What am I supposed to
Mhm,
do? What
mhm.
am I supposed to go this way? Is this way? Is it this way?" I was just kinda going off instinct at that point. I'm like, "Okay, this looks like it's kinda lit up. Maybe I go this way. Should I go toward the monsters?
Yeah, the
Yeah."
first time I played, I got lost. I didn't realize the fucking electricity thing that I needed was on the fucking wall, and I walked past it like 4 times. I was just like, "I'm over this, grandpa." So we have
Yeah.
Acres, that bitch. We have
Yeah.
the Abyss,
Yeah.
which is terrifying because you can watch
Yes.
as you're dropping down and Catherine's having this total normal conversation while they're mad at each other, and you can see pictures of what they have found there, and I'm just like, "And we're gonna keep going, okay." We're just gonna keep fucking going down there, and then
Mhm.
fucking
And
Ross
then it
appears out of
stops.
nowhere. Yeah, and
And then it
Ross just comes
stops,
in.
though, and you're
Yeah,
yeah, Ross.
yeah, fucking Ross comes
Ross
in with his
comes
weird
out of
spidery,
nowhere.
spindly legs and, like, stares at you. Get the fuck out, Ross. Get out,
God damn it, Ross. You
and
rattled me
you
so
rattled,
hard.
fucking rattled. Catherine was not rattled, though. She was like, Yeah, he just, like, stared at you and then left. Simon's like,
I was worried he was gonna kill you.
I'm right. So concerned, Catherine.
She's just salty, it's fine. She can be
She's
salty.
salty.
She's salty from her own doing,
I
her
right?
own fucking words. If she
Right?
didn't explain, she should have explained shit better to Simon. She should have
I
explained shit better to him. Then she wouldn't have been mad because then Simon wouldn't have been big mad. She just did it herself.
I think I have notes on that because I think I know why. I understand why. It doesn't make me not like her any less.
No, she's the problem. She is all of the problem.
I thought, um, not so much like scary, like jump scary, but like when you're just coming outside of Upsilon, when you first go out into the great wide abyss, and there's that one
Mhm.
robot, and if you get close enough to him while he's chasing you, did you listen to what he says?
Yes.
Where he's like wanting to drink the structure fluid off of you, the structure gel. He's like making these really weird comments, and then he calls you out for running away. He's like, "You're fucking heartless," and you're just like, "Sir?" Like,
Hold on. Wait, what do you mean I'm heartless? You're
right?
coming at me with your little tentacle little thing. No. No.
Yeah. How dare you not let me kill you for your structure gel? How dare you
My
not let me
bad. I guess
vampire
I'm not
suck
as big
you?
of an empath as I thought I was. Excuse me.
How dare you
Make
not let him get a
make me
tasty
feel
taste?
bad. A little tasty taste of
Just a little
goo. What do we think it tastes like?
structure gel? It probably tastes like fucking gasoline.
And tar. Probably
Yeah,
tar.
oh god, yeah, gasoline and tar. That's it, gasoline and tar.
Do you think it has like the texture of
Tarzaline.
bubblegum?
Um, maybe the new like when they because if you when you put it on the chip that you have to fix to get your suit, it does kinda get, like, gummy.
It's like a liquid. Yeah, it comes out like a liquid, but then it gets gummy.
Yeah,
So it's like quick. So like, what instead of like that candy that turns into a gum, it starts out as a liquid and turns into a gum. So you're sitting there just nom 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 nom, just
hate it.
chomping on
I hate it so much because
parceline.
it solidifies in your body too. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Okay, then you know what?
Mm-mm. I hate it.
Bubble
Um,
gum. Get on that. There's your new flavor.
so, the other part that I thought none of this is, like, jump scary stuff that freaked me out. It's, like, just weird shit, like, Acres and, like, him ripping his own eyeballs out. Like, "Hello?
Yeah,
Sir.
yeah. And then you see the
Sir."
writing on the wall in
Yeah.
the gel. You're like, oh.
Yeah, and that the fact that you actually find his fucking eyeballs on the floor is wild.
And you can touch them and play with them a little bit and like kind of
Did
have
you
them
play with the
stare at you.
fucking
That was
eyeballs?
no, never.
No? That's crazy. I
No.
imagine Sailor picked them up and threw them about.
I'm upset that I couldn't actually break things when I threw them against walls.
What did you expect an eyeball to break?
I wasn't saying the eyeball in
Oh,
general. I was saying maybe like the coffee mug in the very beginning. I threw it at a wall. It didn't break, and I was like, "Well, this game sucks."
Jesus Christ.
I base the whole game off of if I can, pet an animal or if things break when I want them to.
That's wild. Um, Ross needs better communication skills, in my opinion, because how dare you fucking jump scare me 5,000 times just for you to say, hey, you have this special fucking gel in your body. Can you come fucking touch a butthole and kill it? Like, you didn't have to jump scare me and fucking talk to me in that tone of voice when I'm trying to get my new suit and you're just popping the fuck up everywhere going, help me destroy the
Especially
well.
in that tone of voice.
I know,
Especially in that tone of voice. Excuse me. We
right?
have to stop it. Stop what?
I know. You give me no information. I don't know if we were just too far from him, but like, fuck me, Ross. God damn it. Stop your bullshit.
I like what? You can't make your little spurts, a little more useful. Be like, we have to stop it. And then the next time, help me stop the wow or
It's
something.
just
Make it a little
crazy.
more useful, not just.
I was so over his shit for the B-roll because I was trying to get the stuff, but I forgot where the fuck I was going. So I was going up and down, hydroponics, fucking laboratory. And this motherfucker, every time I walked into the room, was like, ugh, and I'm just like, can you stop? Like, I am trying to do stuff and you're
It
fucking
gets
me
to a
up.
point. It gets to a point where you're like, I'm just fucking done with you, Ross. I'm done.
Like, shut up.
Go away. Go somewhere. Go into the abyss and go deal with it yourself.
It's just
Fuck.
wild. What do you think was this thing that scared you the most besides the door opening on you?
Acres got me good one time.
Is it when you were running and you thought he was not behind you and you were like, I know you're not fucking there. And he turned around, and you're like, oh, you are there.
Kind of. It was like I was like I ran by the elevator or something, and I thought I don't know why my brain wasn't thinking that he couldn't see me if I'm by the elevator.
I am safe. You
So
can't see me. And she's like this. You can't see me. I can't see you.
I I was also really annoyed and mad at that point. So like it was like an angry jump scare because like I was mad. And so I like he scared me and oh that yeah, that was probably the scariest part though for me. Oh and is it Alpha? No, not Alpha. When you have that diver looking fucker coming after you. I think he's a diver, like a scuba diver, I guess. I don't know.
When
It's
does that happen?
I don't know. Hold on. It's
I don't think
I
that
think it
happened to
is
me.
Alpha. I think it is
Okay,
Alpha. You have
Alpha.
to open this big like door or whatever that has all of these locks on it.
I, d- I, d- I don't I, I don't remember that. When does that happen?
It's toward the end of the game. It's the final monster that chases you.
The last thing that chased me was the Leviathan.
Not the before that. No.
That kind of leads you through like the rocky like maze kind of area.
No, no,
Okay.
it's not physically like obviously it is underwater, but like it's not where you could see like the physical underwater. Like you're in a big building. I think it is Alpha.
Where you kill the WoW?
Oh no, where do we get the arc from?
Oh, that's Theta? No, that's Tau. We're
No,
in yeah, Tau.
Tao. I think it was Tao.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. Mhm.
That guy got me. My butt was
Yeah.
clenched that whole time.
I he didn't get me as much as like when he comes in, he scared me because it started going off like the pressure in the airlock and I'm like, "What do you mean? What do you mean?"
I opened the door and I'm like, you know what, I should take a step back in case something comes out that door. Something came out that door.
Something came out that door.
Something came out that door. And I don't know what it was. I don't know who it was or why it was.
I get that. I get that. Do you think do you think any of the scares were like cheap jump scares in the game?
No, because there really weren't any jump scares. Just with
No,
the
it was
monsters.
yeah, it was mostly just dread the whole time. You're just like anxiety and
You always say it was just dread. No, there was
dread.
some scary
There
shit in
were, there were,
there.
but I think it's more of the like I think because once you learn like the story going through it, you kind of like it's almost like you're doing this big thing, but it's also kind of hopeless at the same time. Especially like
Mhm.
because Simon's fucking stupid in my opinion. Because
Yes.
Catherine told him multiple times. By the way, when you hear my lore script, I literally said, which she told him 5 times, that how the copying works. And Simon just couldn't get it through his head that that's how it works. And like, I think as the player, you knew before he knew. And you're just like, it was just the feeling of, yeah, I'm going to save these people, but I'm fucking dying for it. Like, it's going to happen. And I think it was just kind of like a sad mirror.
And also, there was always that chance too, that the arc just wouldn't work.
Yeah. What if he shot it into space and there was fucking nothing? Or the gun didn't go off? Like, what if? What if?
So he has no way of knowing if the arc actually was successful or not either.
Nope. He does not. The only thing he knows is that they did make it out of the atmosphere. That's all they know. It made it.
Yep.
That's it. Gameplay and design. How did we feel? It was a big a walking simulator where there were some monsters you had to run from while solving puzzles. You also
Mm,
had to, look for the documents to find out what really happened,
mhm.
recordings, hiding from enemies, trying not to get folded in half in a hallway, you know. No combat. You can't fight back.
I tried to throw things at Acres so many times.
I feel like you would.
Take something to the face. Get out of my face.
as much as I love walking horror simulators, it makes me mad because I know me, and by God, would I have picked up the closest fucking thing to me and started fucking swinging. Like, hello?
Right? Right?
I really, one of the mechanics I did like is when you do get knocked down, you have to, like, actually hold your W button to get up, even out of, like,
Mhm.
seats and stuff. It makes it a little bit more realistic that you need help getting up. Like, it kinda shows you, like, he
Mhm.
did get hurt pretty badly.
Mhm. I think my biggest issue was I kind of forgot along the way what I was supposed to be doing a lot of the time. Like I'm sitting wandering around like what am I supposed to doing? What am I looking for? Like that one thing when you're looking for like three different parts and I'm like
Oh,
what am I
yeah.
specifically looking for?
I
They
gotta
said
keep
there's
asking
hints.
Catherine.
No hints.
You have to
No
ask
hints.
Catherine.
Nothing.
You gotta talk to Catherine.
I'm not going to run all the way back to talk to that dumb bitch, okay? I'm not doing it. There's no way.
I just
And
don't
all she does
understand why, if we're technically a robot, right, and she's plugged into terminals, why can't we have her in our head and just kinda, like, being the one that pushes us, like, where we have to go? Like,
hey, hey, give me something. I was lost for a good portion, like a good portion of gameplay. It's cut out because it's me just wandering around going, "What the fuck am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? What am I grabbing again?" And especially like when you load back in after, ending the game for the night and loading back in, where the fuck was I supposed to go? There's
yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, that was yeah, there's not really any hints in the game. It's definitely like a you're
It
kind of on
lied.
your own.
It said there was a setting for hints. There was no hints.
There was no hints.
There's no hints.
I did also like I know we kind of talked about it already, but like the healing stations and how they're the buttholes and how they're connected to the WoW. I really like the thought of that. I think they could have done more with it, but it also does kind of make sense because as you keep progressing, you have things coming after you.
Mhm.
And I think it makes sense if you did use the healing stations that it kind of has tabs on you now, which I think is why Catherine was like, "What the fuck are you doing, Simon? Stop it."
Right. Right, yeah. It makes sense. I just didn't like the butthole design.
You just don't want
I'm
to
gonna
fist a
keep
butthole.
coming back to it. Exactly. I don't wanna tickle the butthole. There's no reason.
Tickle, tickle,
There's
tickle.
no reason. Plenty.
Oh, did you notice in Theta when you get the suit, when you have to go get the suit? Is it Theta? No, that's Omicron. It's Omicron.
Omicron, yeah.
So when you're getting them and you finally do make it into after you fall off the abyss at least 3 times trying to get in there. When you get in there, did you notice when you touch the bodies, there's no black box? You can't. There's
Yeah,
nothing.
it's static.
Yeah, it destroyed them. It took them. It's gone. Gone.
The WoW took them.
I'm pretty sure.
Because also what kinda threw me off too is one of the bodies, you move, you come into the Omicron or whatever, and you see a body there and it's static and everything, but then you come, you leave and you come back and it's moved and you're like, "It has no head. How does it move?"
You have no head. How did you move? I think if I remember correctly with the notes that they have to have something to help them move, which happens to be a body. Because even when you switch your body out, you switch it for
Mhm,
Raleigh, like another person, it just rips the fucking head off of it. So I think
mhm.
because of the structure gel, it's kind of fused into the suit, and I think, like, it's kinda like the chip is your brain, but you still need a body. And it's very possible that dude is who you end up running from in the dive suit later. Very possible. Because remember, the WoW is trying to keep people alive, and that is how it does it, is by using scans and bringing bodies back. So it's very plausible that it is something you get chased by later.
It makes sense. It would make sense,
You just gotta stop touching the
honestly.
butthole so it doesn't know where you are.
You know what? Next
How
time I
many
won't touch the buttholes.
how many buttholes would you say you touched in this game?
At least 10.
At least 10.
At
I mean,
least 10.
you gotta heal, right?
So did you heal yourself after you killed the WoW?
No.
Because yeah, I was like, "I'm not touching those buttholes again."
Oh, yeah, I
After
did.
killing the WoW.
I did for funsies.
Did it do
At the
anything? Was there anything
No,
different about it?
that's when Catherine yelled at me and said, "What are you doing?" That's how you connect to the one. I was like, "Haha, joke's on you. I fucking killed it." But question,
Oh, no,
question.
for me, Catherine yelled at me, like, when we were in Theta?
So I was on safe mode because I was just getting B-roll, so I didn't have to heal.
Oh, well.
Had I not been on safe mode, I would have probably used it a lot sooner. But question, this
Yes.
just so she says when you fist the butthole, you are directly connected to the WoW, right? So you
Uh-huh.
are a
Yeah.
piece of it. Like you have fucking touched its soul in its butt, okay?
Mhm.
So this special fucking gel, right, that you
Mhm.
have in your body that Ross says will kill the WoW, and that's why you have to fist the WoW. You've been fisting the WoW the whole fucking game. That didn't hurt it at all? Is that why the
I
buckles
think
pucker up? Like
no, 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 no. I think it's, when you get into that final dive suit, that's
it
when
has
Ross
the
is
oh,
like,
that's right. He has the special this
"'Cause you
gel
have
that
that
you get.
special gel."
That's right.
Mhm.
You're right. What about after that? When I heal after that?
What? I'm sorry, what was your
So
question?
what if you healed after Omicron? Like,
That's
do
what I
you
was
hurt it?
wondering. I didn't wanna touch the butts after. I said, "No, I just killed the WoW. I don't wanna bring that bitch back."
Yeah, I don't I there's some plot holes there, but that's okay. Like I said, I love walking horror simulators. I like the fact that you can't always fight back. I think it's a little bit more realistic. However, it does make me mad that I can't just fucking swing at it. Even if I don't kill it, I wanna just, like, stun it, you know?
Yes, a stun would be great. A stun would be great. Just
Just a little
throw something at their head
yeah.
and just bonk.
Yeah,
3
I like it.
seconds, tops.
That's
Just
it.
give me a chance to scoodle my boodle.
Scoodle my
That's all I need.
I'm gonna combine these because I kinda just talked about it a little bit, but enemy encounters and playing in safe mode.
'Kay.
How do we feel about our enemy encounters? What was the worst one? I think I know which one you're gonna say because it was my worst one.
Acres.
Yeah,
Acres,
Acres,
100% acres.
100%. Like, he is,
Acres.
like, extra, super extra in that, and, like, I felt like I couldn't get
He
away from him.
there was no getting away from him. There really wasn't.
Yeah, the AI for that monster was incredible. I hated my life. But I think he was the only problem. I did have issues with the Leviathan the first time I played because fuck, is it fast? Holy shit, is it fast?
I didn't have too much problems with the Leviathan.
Even in safe mode, I had problems with that fucking thing.
That's crazy.
I'm trying to get you fucking footage, and he's like, "Woo!" right in front of my face. I'm just like, "Okay."
You you know what?
I'm
That's
sorry.
great footage. That's great footage.
But there was, like I still got hit by things, like, for being on safe mode. I still got hit by things, like, you'll see. Who was it? I got hit by the crying girl in the engine room when you're getting the battery for your new suit. I got hit by her.
Mhm,
The fucking proxy in the basement when you're trying to get the power back on.
mhm.
Um, I got hit by him a couple times. I yelled at him, I think, at one point. I was like, "Can you stop it? I'm on safe mode." So
Too
annoying.
bad
I'm
we
trying to
can't
stuff.
hear you yelling in B-roll footage.
Next time I'll let you hear.
Yes,
I was so
yes, give me a
angry.
little
I was so angry at it. It's like, "Can you fucking go away?" Like, honestly, I'm trying to see this man fuse to the wall and get him on camera, and you're just in there waddling about trying to smack me, and I'm just like,
stop for, like, 2 seconds. Cool, thanks.
"Yeah, just stop." With your fucking waddles, it's pissing me off. That one's
Say the
really
one thing
sensitive to
about
sound.
Yeah, the one thing about safe mode is I have a friend who does not play horror games whatsoever. She actually was able to play this game on safe mode because she knew the monsters couldn't touch her. She actually got to experience the story. So she liked that, but
Yeah.
she wasn't too crazy about the monsters, but she just, you know.
I do really like that they had a safe mode because not many games have it. They have, like, easy mode, fair enough, whatever. But
Mhm.
I do like that there's a safe mode because I think with this type of story, because it is not just a, "Here's what happened, good luck, get out." There's a whole fucking 2 sides of lore here going on with Simon, what happened to
Mhm.
Simon, and then, like, what happened at PATHOS-II, and then Simon trying to help Catherine. Like, there's so much lore in what's going on.
There really is. It got too much at one point because I'm trying to remember, what's happening where,
Yeah.
when, and I'm getting all confused and shit. So but
Yeah,
yeah, but the
it's a
safe
lot.
mode, I like the safe mode
I did, I liked
because
it a
I
lot. I
also,
wish more games had it.
yeah, because I'm also one of those people who I like looking at the monsters and being able to like look at them and really take in the
Yeah.
detail. Like you guys spent so much time, creating these monsters. Let the player look at them.
Yeah, like,
Just
let
let
me
us
I
look.
yeah, I wanna play the game, get the shit scared out of me, and then I wanna go back in and I wanna go see all the things that I missed because I was too fucking scared to go look at it.
Exactly. I want to let me appreciate the art.
Yes. Yes.
Developers. This is for
Developers,
all
please.
developers. Put a safe mode. Let me appreciate your art.
This one was really hard to appreciate though because all of them give off like a mini EMF field. So like trying to look at
Mhm.
them and your screen's like, "Ugh," like Taylor's gonna kill me. I can't get close to any of these bitches. And the one dude, because I think I was in safe mode, kept backing up. Like the dude in the suit in the first one outside that he comes around. I couldn't get
Mhm.
close to him because he kept backing up from me, and I'm like, motherfucker, like let me look at you.
I want to take in your gruesomeness.
Just let me
Let
see
me look at
you.
you. Let me look at you. Let me look at you.
And then he would disappear, but he would fuck off because he got to I was like, "Sir, I just Sailor's gonna be so mad at me. Can you just let me look at you?"
He said, "No thanks, bye."
I literally,
He
he's like,
said he said, "I don't consent to camera usage. I don't consent."
he said, "I didn't sign anything saying that I would be on camera.
This was not in my contract.
I do not consent." We're here. We're at our favorite part of every single podcast.
Yes.
We're gonna do a mini dive into the lore. Sailor
There's
brought notes.
so much. There's so much.
There's so much lore. But if you pay attention, you get like a literal full breakdown of what actually happens. You do have to do some digging, like lots and lots of emails and
Mm,
terminals and audio
mhm.
recordings. There's a lot of my B-roll is just me staring at a computer screen while I play 5 fucking voicemails that are on this fucking machine. Like, why? There was a part that fucked me up a little bit, and it's Ivanson. You find him dead in a bed. No, he's not dead. He's not dead. He's being kept alive by the well, and he's holding a
Oh,
picture of
he's
his
an
son.
alpha.
No,
Yeah.
no, he's in it's
No, he's an
where
alpha because that's where Ross's room is. I promise you it's an alpha.
I
I
swear to God
promise
it's
you.
not. Alpha is the all fucked up one all the way at the bottom. Ivanson is in where the proxy is at the basement where it has you have to escape him. He's in the rooms there and he's holding
Okay, what's the place before alpha?
Tau.
I think it was
No,
Tau then.
Omicron. Omicron, no. Tau, no, Tau
No.
is where you get the arc. Omicron,
Right. Yeah. So yeah, where we get the arc in Tau because Sarah's upstairs and you kill
that
her.
might be it.
She's
It
the
might be
last
Tau.
human alive. Yeah. So yeah, he's in Tau. Him what was his name? Iverson?
Yeah, Ivanson or something.
Ivanson. Yeah, he's in Tau. He's clutching the picture of his
Yeah,
kiddo. Sad.
yeah.
I didn't realize that was
It's
Iverson though. I wasn't able to tell who was
I
who.
had subtitles on, so it said his name. Oh,
Oh,
it's
okay, that
it's
makes sense.
it's Eveshkin. He's Russian. That's his name.
Okay.
I don't know where I got
Okay.
Ivanson, but that's
It's close, kind of.
it's yeah, 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 it's in Tao. It's
Mhm.
that broke my heart. That was so sad.
That was very heartbreaking, yeah.
It was very sad.
But the last human alive,
Sarah, yeah.
that was heartbreaking to me.
I know, and she's just like, "Just kill me. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Just take me off this goddamn life support." I'm like,
Get
"Do you think there's
but don't leave
monsters
me
who
to
did not?" And then she asks you to stay until she's dead. I'm just like,
I wonder what happens if you leave.
"I don't know. I don't know if you can. I didn't try, but I think you can." Come here, Google. Yeah, when
That
she asks you to disconnect her life support, you can walk away and leave her hooked up to the machine.
well, I mean, she doesn't wanna die alone, so, like, you could unhook her from the machine, but then just leave while she's dying
I think once
actively.
you unhook her, you can't leave because you have to use the elevator to get the arc down, and I don't think you can until she's dead.
Oh, you have to use the elevator? I just kinda jumped.
There's literally
He
an
said
elevator in the corner of the room because he says, "I can't climb the stairs with this." And if you turn around, there's a fucking elevator that takes the arc down. What do you mean you just jumped?
I just jumped. He said, "I can't take the ladder down." I said, "Okay, bet, we're just gonna jump," and I jumped.
She said, "Bet. I bet your fucking
So
ankles
that
rattled
way
after that jump."
I had to touch a butthole in
I
order to
d
heal.
That's why it's almost like you could have put it on the elevator.
You know what? That actually explains the so when you get ready to put the or not the put the arc on the thing, get it ready to hoist up and take to wherever it goes.
Fine. Mhm.
You have the elevator, and I'm like, "Okay, what's this elevator for?" And I look at the options, I'm like, "None of those are great options. Why is it there?" Now I know why it's there. You're supposed to
Yeah.
put it
Mhm.
in there
Yeah.
instead of jumping down and breaking your ankles.
What if Diver McDiverson was down there when you jumped?
I would have learned the hard way.
The hard way. That's
And also
crazy.
it was kind of annoying because you can't put the arc down once you have it in your hand. So I'm trying to explore Ross's room with the arc in my fucking
I can't with you. I just fucking can't. Did you know that the radio in Silent Hill 2 tells you when monsters are coming?
No way, what?
Crazy. So lots of lore.
There's lots of
Um,
lore.
I do agree that there was a lot. Like, as much as I love looking for lore, it was a lot. Like, trying to make sure you hit everything to make sure you get everything is crazy. It's so deep. The lore's so deep.
The story was a bit too long. It
Yeah.
could have been shortened quite a bit. To get the same point across that you wanted to get across, it could have been way shorter.
Speaking of lore and about what happens to all these machines that are there this
Yeah.
whole time, right? So when we were at Omicron and we first get there and it's like, I bet you could find another way in because the door's broken, right? And I misjudged where I was going and I fell into the abyss, right? And it was really funny because you obviously we were talking about it in Discord and you messaged me. She's like, "Did you fall down the abyss?" And I was like, where did you see the B-roll? I fucking played this game before and I did it every single time I played. I fell down this fucking abyss. But I was thinking, poor Catherine, right? So when we use Catherine on the Omni tool and we plug her in,
Mhm.
she's like, "Whoa, okay, that's a weird time kind of slip kind of thing," because she's technically like out while we're walking around with her until she's
Mhm.
plugged in. So just
Mhm.
imagine, right, that we're going to Omicron. She's expecting Omicron, and then fucking dumbasses fall down the abyss, and she's with us. She never wakes the fuck up again. Like, that's it.
You know what? Karma.
Yeah.
Karma for doing what she did to poor Brandon. Okay, that's just
Brandon.
karma.
Brandon?
Brandon.
Who the fuck is Brandon?
Brandon Wu, the guy who we like kept waking up and putting his ass back to sleep when we were looking for a damn code.
Did
He's
you
like,
put it
"What's going on?"
did you wake him up, like, an unnecessarily amount of times by accident?
We're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna fucking talk about it.
Honestly, I couldn't remember what the fuck I was doing. I couldn't remember where the other piece was to get the environment, so I kept, like, waking him up and talking to him. She's like, "I don't know why you keep doing the same thing." I'm like,
We went to the beach, we went on the ski resort, we went just the scan room. It was a great time. He was mad every single time though, and I felt
and
bad
then
for waking him up
Alice
every time.
I forgot about Alice, and I, like, got everything. I was like, "Yeah, I got this." 3 times, 3 times, and she's like, "Yeah, we need Alice." I'm like, "Who the fuck? Where the fuck is Alice?" Just so
What do
angry.
you mean we need Alice? And then she's like, "Goodbye, Mr." I can't remember his last name is Wu. I think
I
it's
think
Wu
it
or something.
I think it is Woo.
And she's like, "Goodbye, Mr. Wu." And he's like, "Wait, that's not Alice." And like you're like, "Oh
Yeah,
shit, he
and
knows.
and
He
then
knows."
we shut him down, and I'm just Juan, it's Juan. Brandon Juan.
Juan. I was close. Yeah,
It's
Juan. Okay.
so crazy. And, like,
And you're like, "Oh."
I guess I that part was a little weird, right? Because, like, they know what their scans are for. They know that they're getting scanned to go into
Mhm.
the Ark. So, like, I guess this goes back to, like, what Munchie says, like, the interview, if you caught it near the end.
Not real doctor.
Not the real Dr. Munchie. But, like, he was so angry when he woke up. Like, he knew what he was in for, but I don't know if it's because at the time of the scan, he was in the scan room, so when he woke up and, like, there was different things there, it was like, "Whoa, like, this is weird."
Mhm.
But, like, the not Dr. Munchie says that when you wake up copies, they are angry because they have no idea what is going on. None. They have no idea.
That makes sense though,
Let
because
me,
like
um, let me find it.
you're in nothing, but then you're like in something, and you're like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Yeah, let me find it real
I
quick
mean,
because it was interesting.
Catherine kinda does it too, that she's all like, she's like, "Whoa,"
Yeah,
not expecting to be brought back to life.
yeah, exactly. It's weird. So there is, I don't know if you found the interview, but there was a recording of an interview that Munchie gives years after Simon dies. before, like, it was before Pathos and the Comet and stuff. The journalist asks him, he's like, "Was your whole career about bringing Simon back?" And he was like, "Kind of," but then, he was and then he says about his colleague, Paul Berg, who died also in Munchie. He asked if Munchie would bring him back if he could, and he says, "No," because a copy like what they did with Simon and him, they wake up angry, confused, and unable to handle what they actually are, and it's happened to almost every scanned consciousness that, we see there, and, even though he was, like, the pioneer on this, who started this whole scanning operation, like, even he was like, "This is wrong, like, it's wrong what we're doing.
Mhm.
It's not
Mhm.
really bringing people back."
Where is that at
It's
in
a
game?
it's a recording. I actually think it might be when you find Simon's original legacy scan in Omicron.
I didn't find any other
Let me
audio
see.
recording. It's
Maybe
an
it was
audio
it
recording?
I don't I'm thinking it might be an actual article. I don't
So wait, does that mean that Simon's AI technically is like the not well, no, that wouldn't make sense. Never mind. I was gonna say the basis of WoW, but that makes no sense. It would be the basis of the scanning,
It's
though.
the basis of the scanning. So Munchie's scans, him and Paul Berg, their scanning, they were the ones who came up with how to scan people's brains like that and make copies. I'm trying to
And he
I
didn't disclose this at all to Simon in the
He
very
does.
beginning.
He does. If you listen where you find that's what it is, that's where the one part is. When you find Simon's legacy scan, did you delete it?
No.
You let copies of Simon live on? Did you find his scan?
Is that I don't know if I found the actual legacy scan.
So it's
Wait,
in yeah, it's in when you do Brandon 1, that whole fucking interrogation scene, in the room
right.
with the pilot seat, there's that little off-centered room with a computer in it, that has
Mhm.
Simon's legacy scan in it.
I thought that just deleted like the file information, not his actual legacy scan.
That's his original scan, and there's a audio recording in that same computer of Simon and Munchie after Simon's scan of no, it wasn't after the scan, I'm sorry, it was, like, years later or months later because he died not that long after. Months later, and
Mhm.
they're still talking, and he's like, "I'm really sorry I couldn't help you, Simon." He's like, "It's fine. I mean, at least it'll be used for something good." And Munchie's like, "Oh, so can I, like, keep your scan and use it for my research?" And he was like, "Yeah, like, that's fine, go ahead." And that's kinda what started
Mhm.
the whole scanning thing.
So Simon's first scan was the first day he went in to see Munchie.
Yep, in 2015.
Okay, and
15,
then
yeah.
he died a couple of months later. So is he actively watching himself die from
No,
a different
because
scan?
no,
Because like the
because
way it makes it sound is it sounds like Simon's like talking about his dead body right there, the way the audio recording sounds.
no, he's just dying. It's him dying still, and he was just talking to Munchie, just saying, like,
Uh,
"It
I
sucks,
guess
but,
that makes
like"
sense.
yeah, "It sucks,
Mhm.
but, like, use my scan. Like, if it can help you, like, somebody else, use my scan." But it has spiraled into what ends up the WoW using to keep people alive. Speaking of story, let's talk about the WoW. The
The
fucking
wow.
WoW. I love that he's called the
Wow,
WoW.
how
Wow.
the fucking wow.
Oh,
Fucking
we're getting the notes out. She pulled the notes out.
yeah. Fuck it, I'm ready. I'm ready.
I honestly think it's where we're heading in our world at this point. Because think about it. The WoW was an AI that was run by very corrupted corporations. And you find documents and messages from Ross, who was the original working on the WoW, that were giving him different instructions that people didn't know about. And in turn, that made kind of like it's almost like the WoW taught itself because his whole job was to keep people alive at the bottom of the fucking ocean.
Right.
So
Right.
when the comet hits and, like, it tells you, like, the government tried to stop it, they tried to blow it up, it didn't work, and people were
Mhm.
literally, like, celebrating it almost not celebrating, but, like, kinda treating it almost like a holiday 'cause what the fuck are they gonna do? There's nothing stopping this thing,
There's nothing,
and
yeah.
yeah, it hits at what, like, after 5 o'clock in the morning, everything is dead on Earth. It's just a constant
Mhm.
firestorm on the surface.
5 o'clock in the morning, that's a shitty
Mhm.
ass wake up call.
Right? In the WoW, after the comet hits and everything goes dark, it changes, and it's almost like it went, "Okay, new directive. How do I keep these people alive? Because,
Mhm.
I mean, we're gonna run out of supplies after so long because there's nothing left." And it
Mhm.
was like okay, I'm gonna use my structure gel and I'm gonna fuck shit up to try to fix
We're
them.
gonna help. Help. I'm
Yeah,
helping.
so it's not really like the WoW's I wouldn't see the WoW as, like, bad. It was just doing what
No.
it thought was best under the circumstances.
And
Unfortunately,
it
they're not the
evolved.
greatest. Yeah, and
It
it was just
evolved. It
like,
had to evolve.
yeah, like, how else am I gonna keep these people alive? They're starving to death. Oh, let me hook them with some structure gel to the fucking wall and keep them alive. Duh. It doesn't understand what suffering is. It has no idea that they're in pain.
Don't have to eat anymore.
Yeah, it's just
Just have to survive.
yeah, they just that's all he knows. That's all he's trying to do. It has no idea what its consequences were. I think a lot of people go in thinking like, "Oh, the well's bad." Like that's why Ross is like, "You have to stop it. Like you have to stop what it's doing." But like, I mean, it's not really doing anything it thinks is wrong. It's not doing anything bad. It just is doing what it knows.
And, like, what if you choose not to end the WoW?
I've never made that decision. I don't think you can. Can you?
I have no idea.
I don't think you can. Let's see. You can choose not to kill him. During the
I mean,
late game sequence at Site Alpha, you have
it
the option to inject the gel or walk away.
it doesn't affect anybody because
Mm-mm.
Simon's literally the only one who's left alive that's sentient enough to realize, what's actually going on.
Yeah,
It's not like the world's gonna be changing anytime soon. It's covered in a giant ass fireball.
I think it would just continue to do what it was doing and letting the robots that are still there just kind of roam around and do its thing because there's not much it can do after that point. Everyone's dead. The only other thing is that all the people it was keeping alive would die.
I mean, yeah, that would be the only upside to it, but, like, other than that, I don't really see it,
Yeah.
like, it's at that point, it's pointless because there's nobody left on Earth, nobody left under the ocean, just the fucking fish and shit,
Hmm.
the leviathans and
Yeah.
the crabbies and the
Yeah. I mean, it just kind of comes down to a misguided AI that thought it was saving people. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Sad.
it is it is sad in a way, and it's kind of terrifying to really think about because, like you were saying, that could be where we are going. Because
Right.
AI is evolving every single day, and it's scary.
It's really scary. It really is. And it's like they aren't programmed. They don't really know right from wrong. They know this is my end goal. How do I get there? What
They're just
means can
it's
I
just a
take?
bunch of numbers.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of numbers that translates into real things.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
That should terrify everybody.
That should terrify fucking everybody. Which is the perfect time to talk about player choices in the game.
Yes. That's
I
the
think
perfect
I
time.
feel like we took most of the same choices except for maybe one or two. But
Mhm.
so the first one we really have is leaving Simon behind at Omicron. We both
We decided to.
it was horrible to think like he's gonna wake up in a couple days, couple hours, couple days, no fucking idea. Like he
What
just
what causes them to wake up? Is there anything?
no, it's
Would
just
it be the wow?
oh
Would it just
oh
be the wow fucking being like, "Hi, good morning. Your turn to wake up."
I'm pretty sure that's what happened. It is the WoW
We
that
have
wakes up Simon.
we have to do so much like extra research into this because like there's
It
so much
was
deeper and it's like base level and it's just so much it's so deep.
yeah, so, like, we call him Simon 2 because obviously he's a copy. He's the first copy, so he's Simon 2.
Mhm,
Simon 1 died.
mhm.
The WoW woke him up. So it's like he has the scans, he's trying to keep things alive, and that was kind of his way of doing it. So yeah, the WoW woke up Simon. As far as the other Simon, he wasn't really like that wasn't the same case, Simon 2, it's still Simon 2, I guess. Um, it was more of a he kinda got a shock because a copy was made, and just like Carl, when he was scanned, got nauseous, and the other guy who got knocked out for, like, 30 hours when he got scanned, it's kinda the same effect, it kinda puts you into, like, a sleep, into, like, a knockout kinda sleep, and then he'll just wake up like normal, and he'll think, like, something went wrong probably. He wouldn't know what happened because 'cause we'd be gone. He wouldn't know that,
Right,
you know, it worked and he was in another body somewhere floating about in the ocean, he wouldn't know, no idea.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no idea.
I definitely decided to end him because I wasn't gonna let him.
Wonder about because if we kill the WoW, he's wondering about to literal nothingness because everyone would be gone. Except he would probably eventually, because I would assume Simon would still try to get to the abyss somehow, that he might eventually wonder upon Simon 3 at some point. But
Simon! Simon! Not alone. And then Simon 4 is just off on the ark doing
Yeah, just
Catherine, like,
doing
whatever.
doing Catherine.
They're together. They're
They
probably
they're
together.
definitely
Like,
together
it's the enemies to lovers trope. Come on,
for
100%.
for sure.
If not, we're shipping 'em together even though I can't stand Catherine.
Fucking Catherine. We can decide to destroy the WoW, which I think we all did because we didn't know we could walk away from it.
Yeah.
Gonna have to play it again and figure out what happens. I don't think anything does happen because let's be honest, like this is the problem with player choices, right? Is that we pretty much get the same ending. There's not even a lot of like different dialogue that happens because of it. It's
That's
just
one
kind of
thing I
like,
didn't like.
yeah, it's just the implication of what happens if you choose something else.
You have to live with it in
That's
your
why Fable
brain.
is in just notoriously better choice game because it actually changes everything around you. It's not horror, but what's the other one?
But
Sarah, you can kill Sarah or walk away. I couldn't do that either. I couldn't do it. My heart
I
wouldn't let me do
couldn't
it.
leave her.
No, pleads with you to kill her and then says, "Please stay with me. You got it, girl. I'm here."
I'm here. And then she starts, talking nonsense. I'm like, you're dying. It's okay. I'll let you talk whatever you want to say. It's fine. Just
And then she's like,
keep
"Simon, are
talking.
you there?" And I'm like, "Girl, you were just going. I was just gonna let you vent your last couple minutes here."
I'm just gonna let you vibe. Go
Yeah,
off
just
on your
vibe.
vibes, girl. Just vibe on out of here. It's fine.
I do wish they had a little bit more impact, but other than that, it was still good. I just wish there was more of an impact. Like, if we keep the WoW alive, like, maybe after we get to the Ark, maybe we have, like, a little, like, scene where, like, it's still doing WoW things.
Right. That would have been interesting.
Yeah.
That would have I kind of feel like maybe there should have been multiple endings.
Yeah, I definitely could see that, like, I don't know too much what they would have done with Simon wise, but I would like to see, like, what happened if you didn't kill the WoW. I think that would be the biggest one that would have a big impact on the game. Emotional impacts and reactions.
I'm I'm gonna be honest, when I first started playing, this is not a game I would typically play. Usually when it comes to like spacey future things, I'm like, no, absolutely not. Because like typically it deals with like sciency words, and when it's like big sciency words, I'm like, no, I
Sciencey
don't
words.
understand what the fuck's going on. I'm not gonna play this. But like it took me a while to like it. I ended up liking it. It took me a minute though to
Mhm.
actually get into it.
Yeah, I think the story takes a bit to get in, and then once you, like, kind of figure it out, you're like, "Fuck."
It really hit me looking in that mirror. It
Yeah.
really hit me looking in that mirror.
I think, Simon really frustrates me to no end. Like, the voice actor, 10 out of 10, love him to death, but, like, he fucking stupid. Stupid. Like, Catherine keeps telling him, and I said this earlier, Catherine keeps saying, "That's not how it works, Simon. That's not how it works. It's a copy. That's not how it fucking works. You just don't get magically transported into another body." And Simon's like, "It's a coin toss." You're like, "Simon, for the love of fucking God." Which, I mean, the way that they did it was good because it was like a coin toss. Because the
That
first
yeah.
time, yeah, the first time you copy, you transfer yourself, and he's like, "Catherine, what the fuck is that?" And she's like, "I fucking told you, you fucking moron." You can't
I
just
told you
transfer.
so many times.
It's a copy. He's still here. And he's like, "Oh, well, thank God I woke up in the right one." Simon, hello? And then he says it later on when you're getting ready to like shoot the arc into the sky and he's like trying to get scanned. And then like it goes up and he's like, "What happened?" And she's like, "I fucking told you." What happened? Why don't you get it?
Her crash out was a little valid. Her crash
It
out
was
was a little
valid.
valid.
It
I
was
think
valid.
though if she dumbed it down to like not science terms, she needed to dumb it down to sailor level because sailor didn't get it either, to be honest. 100%. Cuz I thought it was like a coin toss too.
That's how they make it seem because, like, I mean, like I said, in Omicron, you do wake up in the right one, but at the end, you do not. And you're kinda
Mhm.
like, "Well, was it?" And that was the same thing with, like, the people who were and here's the trigger warning, this is where the people who were killing themselves were kinda on the same kind of brainwave where they were like, "Okay, I got scanned. I'm gonna off myself, and then I will be in the Ark."
Mhm.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works. And I think, like, people were just I don't know if they were just so hopeless and desperate to be saved that they just their brain was skipping over, like, what was actually going to happen. Like, you're still gonna die.
Honestly? I think I'd be the same though. Like,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
we're literally the last things on Earth alive,
Yeah.
sure you could reproduce down there, but that's not.
It wouldn't matter.
And and the WoW doing WoW things, that's not helpful.
That's how we get mutant
That's
babies.
that's how we get with the forest babies.
That's how we get the forest babies.
We don't want that. We don't want
We
that.
don't want that. Mm-mm.
we
Can you imagine though, like, you would never know, like, Simon like, the first Simon wouldn't know,
Mhm,
once he's gone and, like, the Simon that we created, that's where he
mhm.
wakes up, like, under the impression that nothing else has happened, and it's just weird to think about. It's almost like everything gets erased when the new copy kinda, like, wakes up 'cause it's not there
It's
anymore.
it is really weird.
Like, Simon Arc
It's
Simon
literally
Simon 4
yeah.
doesn't know that Simon 3 is still at the bottom of the fucking ocean. He has no idea. He thinks they all
He
made
thinks
it.
it's successful. Yep, he thinks everything's great. Everything's great and
Yeah,
everything's grand, and
and,
he
like
gets to go do Catherine for the rest of his life.
and I get Catherine's point, I really do, because I think in her eyes, she was like I think she knew deep down that Simon has no idea. Like, she was saying things
Mhm.
like, "You're a robot too, like, you know this. Are you new here?" But I think deep down, Catherine was like, "If I fucking tell this idiotic fucking man what's gonna happen to him when he copies himself, he's gonna fucking dive off the deep end, and that's gonna be it. There's no one's getting fucking saved." And I think that was her reasoning for her deception, her lying, because I think she knew
Probably,
that it was gonna be over because he was gonna go, "Well, fuck you. Like, I ain't doing this.
right?
You're
I'm
fucking
not doing
crazy.
this.
I'm
And
done."
she's like, "You're the only thing with legs. Hey, buddy, you gotta do what I need you to
Yeah.
do."
I think it came from a good place in retrospect. It sucks because we know that she was deceptive, and I think it
Mhm.
really hurt Simon at the end because he was so stuck on the coin toss. But then, like, it was kind of like his own undoing because then, like, they fight about it, and because Catherine is just a little tiny chip, she overloads and fucking she's gone. That's it. She's gone.
Yep,
And Simon's by
yep, and he's
himself.
he's like, "Oh, Catherine,
I know, right?
don't leave don't leave me
Yeah.
alone." And I'm like, "Simon, I'm sorry. You're
Yep.
an idiot, but I'm sorry."
Yep. It just ugh, it's heartbreaking. That's where I get the devastated from. Because you imagine we don't know how long it takes Simon to go through all these things, but let's be honest, it's a 12-hour fucking game. It took some freaking time for him to
It
do all
had
these
to have.
things. Yeah, and he gets
Mhm.
there, and he thinks he's going on this arc, and he's gonna win this coin toss that he is so stuck on just to still be sitting in the pilot seat, and that would probably break me. That'd be it.
Mhm.
I don't know if I could survive that personally. I don't think I could do it.
Yeah, I couldn't either. Honestly, I don't think I could either. It would
No.
be that would be it because there's nothing else. You literally saw what's left. Going through everything, you saw what's left. There's
Yep.
nothing left.
Except fishes and
And
leviathans.
leviathans. Yep.
And leviathans, yep, mhm. We're at the
Oh,
theories and takes. What is
we
there
need to
something
talk
you
about Catherine's death.
fuck Catherine, man. No,
She
her
went
death
through
was sad. Her death was sad. I was really upset for Catherine.
she
'Cause
didn't I don't know. I don't remember who hit her, but she didn't have to go out like that.
it was, Peterson, but yeah, he, like, was all gung ho about shooting it up in the air, and then he got cold feet when they were actually there, and they get into an altercation, like, trying like, I assume that it was, like, a kind of a he was trying to grab the arc, and she was grabbing the arc, and he just with a
Mhm.
wrench, just whacked her in the
Kind
head with a wrench, and then he finds her body, and she is so nonchalant about it. She's like, "Oh, yeah, that's me."
she seems a little bit bothered by it, in the tone
Yeah,
of her voice. She seems a little bothered, but other than that,
yeah,
she's like, "Well, arc, here we come."
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, yeah, I think so too. To be fair, she was sitting in her little robot body for some time before Simon came around
she
because
was.
she died 4 months previously to him waking up. So she's had and we don't know when the WoW woke her up in her scan into
Right.
her robot body. We have no idea how long she's been up. So, I mean, she's probably
Mhm.
had a little bit of time to like well, to be fair, she wouldn't know. But here's the weird thing, right? Okay, so her scan, like your scan takes over from when you got scanned. That's why when Simon wakes up first, he's like, "Where the fuck am
Mhm.
I?" Because he was just at
Right.
Munchies. Catherine's scan was forever ago. It was like a year ago. So
She was the
she
first one. She was the
yeah.
first actual scan.
So when she woke up from the wow, she wouldn't have known she was dead. I feel like her reaction now that I think about it was really, like, just meh.
I think she was expecting it because, like, there was one
Maybe.
thing where she's like, "I don't even know, if my other Catherine is alive or whatever," because
Right.
Simon's like, "Oh, what if she is alive?" And she's like, "Well, probably not,"
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I think she kind of expected it, but I don't
maybe.
know, for me, if I were to see to have my body, well, I don't know, can she physically see?
No,
I don't think she can physically, yeah,
because she's on the Omni tool. Yeah,
right.
she's just talking to him.
So, yeah, just to have my body there would be a little, like,
Yeah, I think Catherine definitely is, like, because everyone calls her weird and stuff. They're like, "Oh, she was strange, but she was nice." But, like, I think Catherine definitely is, like, just analytical. So
yes.
she probably was kinda like, "Oh, but that tracks, but oh." Move on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotta get on the arc. Gotta get that arc
We
going.
got
Come on, get that
time's
arc up and
fucking
moving.
moving, Simon. Get your shit together. Let's go.
Time is moving. So wait, do we think everyone was just asleep before the arc got shot into space, or do we think everyone was alive in the arc?
No, I think well, so I don't know. So you have to run the simulation, which is what Sarah was doing. She had it plugged in and it was doing the things. So I can
Mm,
only assume that when we took the arc, it was still going. So I assume that they were living their best lives on the arc the whole time.
okay.
Cuz Sarah was protecting it. Like she even like when you go to the part of Tau and she's like, "No way, wow, I'm not letting you or your cronies in." Like, she obviously has been there fighting these things off for a while to keep the arc
Mhm.
alive and going. So, I assume the arc is running because
I
they
hope
would've had to
Sarah's in
start
the
it.
arc. I hope Sarah got scanned into the arc.
They did. So, when they go to Tau, when they first go to Tau and they go to Theta and they go here and there to get to the arc to where they have to go to Phi, they offer to scan everybody before they shoot them up. So, I'm pretty sure
Oh,
Sarah's in
good.
there.
Good. I hope she's living her best life. She's the only one who really deserves it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, and not everyone made it on the Ark because they shut down the scans because people were killing themselves. So the dude
Right.
was like, "Yeah, we're done." And but like you just lost like half of these people's chance to like, even though they're not gonna do it, they still their mind. It's a really weird fucking conversation to have. Like, scan because you're gonna live on the Ark, but you're not gonna see it or remember any of it. Like,
Right, and it's like there's no there's a chance it won't work. There's a
right?
chance it just won't work. But I mean, you wouldn't even know if it
What?
did or
No,
didn't work. But I mean, so
nope.
then it is worth a chance though, because you know what? You could have a chance to live in this beautiful, this perfect world. Like literally, it's just a computer generated world that's just perfect though. Perfect weather,
Hmm.
perfect blah 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 blah. It's
Yeah,
worth it.
but you don't. That's takes us right into the theories. There's no coin toss. There's none. We just got to
Mhm.
see one side of it. That's why to
Mm,
Simon it was a coin toss. But the reality is, there's no coin toss. There's two of you. Like there's no
mm.
coin toss where you're waking up.
That's the thing. I don't know if I could have.
It's such a mind fuck. Like
It really is, because even now I'm telling myself, I'm like, "Sailor, it's not a coin toss, there literally would be 2 with you, it's like copy paste, that's literally all it is."
I think this is a big argument with people who liked it because both open their eyes, both wake up, right? But like
Mhm,
who we are playing is the coin toss really is which person we're playing because they both wake up, they both have those same memories except for
mhm.
like what actually happened. Just like Simon on the Ark has no fucking idea that Simon 3 is alive because he's fucking stupid and can't remember what the fuck is happening. It pisses me off to no end. Simon upstairs is like, "We made it." "No, bitch, you didn't. Your copy made it,
Yeah.
and the other you is still at the bottom of the ocean, you twat." Like
Oh, man, you know what? Simon could get eaten by a Levi.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah. So some questions is,
yes,
do we think Simon's like, would you consider Simon real? Because I mean, like, real Simon was Toronto Simon who died of a brain injury that they couldn't
right,
fix. So then we have Simon 2 who wakes up on Pathos.
but not
Yeah.
even in his own body,
Yeah,
he's in a different.
he's in Imogen's body.
I don't
Yep.
but hold on.
And then we get to Omicron and we
Why
transfer.
why hold on though, but why when we're under the water and we're running in the water, why do we get out of breath? Why do I have to listen to this motherfucker breathing?
Because we got the
Why?
asthma. Maybe Imogen's body, maybe her lungs have the asthma. I think it's a part. I think that's a part of words, Lunar, that the WoW keeping them alive is doing his best to keep them alive like a human would. So maybe it's just built into his chip that because I mean, even on the Ark, they think they're real. Like they can still like they have hands, they have thoughts and feelings. So, like, I think that's just kind of part of the copy process. It's an exact copy of Simon's brain in a different body.
Mhm.
So maybe he was like,
I was tired of listening to him breathing in my ear. But also that kind of brought back the when you said about the hands. So when you first wake up as Simon, you see regular, human hands. It isn't until, you're about to go into the water for the very first time that he's all like, "What the fuck?" So is that like, what is that? What
I
is
I
that?
I what is that?
What is that?
I think well, I mean, our brains are literally computers themselves, and they're just amazing. It's like the whole,
Mhm.
like, adrenaline, what adrenaline can do to your body and what it will allow you to do. I
Mhm.
think it was adrenaline in a way, like, Simon wakes up not where he was, has these monsters chasing him, and then the fucking ceiling breaks. And I think it was almost like waking him up to see like, "Oh, shit, like, what the fuck is this?" Like, because I think in his mind, he was still Simon, and, like, he thought no time had passed, and he got a scan and woke up somewhere else. Like, he had there was
Mhm.
nothing to let him think that he was not in his own body until that moment.
So what you're saying is he was just kind of like imagining
Yeah,
his
yeah, like trauma responses. I mean,
that
people who
makes
have
sense.
horrific trauma remember things differently than they actually happen because their mind blocks it out for them to protect them. I think it was the same with Simon.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
that
think it
makes
was the
sense.
same. Yeah, I
That
think it
makes
was
sense.
exactly the
It,
same.
it was funny to me. He's like, "Where'd I get this flashlight from?" I
When
don't
did I
know,
get a
Simon.
flashlight?
Where did we get a flashlight from?
I wish I had the sound on for that. So I didn't turn my flashlight on until we were in the train coming down the ramp. And literally Data was with me watching me play and I turned around, I was like, "Do I have a flashlight? Where did I get a flashlight?" And then Simon went, "Where did I get a flashlight?" Like, jinx. But I like that they did that though, 'cause it's kinda like, what's fucking going on? And, like, he's right.
Right.
Where did we get a flashlight? But, back to our question, is Simon real? 'Cause he's not in his own body. He's been in 3 bodies at this point. He's been in Imogen's, he's been in Raleigh's, and now he's in the fucking Ark. Is Simon do we consider copies of our brains real people? She's rattled.
I am rattled. Um, yes.
I don't see why not. I mean,
Because I mean, you still feel pain. You still feel, your human emotions. You still, yeah, I'd say human. Yeah.
yeah, I
Except
would
on the
say so.
ark. I mean, I don't know about on the ark if they, experience hunger and things like that still or
I
what
would
have you.
I would assume so to keep it as realistic as possible. I mean,
Mhm.
I kinda think of it almost like because this is the closest thing we have really is like virtual reality. It's pretty much
Mhm.
virtual reality, just way more immersive. So I would assume in order to make people feel normal, they would have included things like that because we don't want the robots to rebel. What happens if you die on the Ark? What happens? Do you get do you restart?
Rescan?
Yeah, because I mean, you're already scanned and in there. Do you, like, restart?
Do y do you even die? Do you age?
Right, do you age? That's a great question. Do you age?
Can can you make babies? What if you
Oh,
what if you have a fight with your significant other and you try to kill him and you can't kill him?
why is that the first thing we jump to?
Because we have fucked up minds, Lunar.
I I plead the 5th. Would you would you take the scan? If you were in the position that a comet had destroyed Earth and you were living on Pathos-II in the bottom of the fucking ocean with a rampant fucking AI, would you take Catherine's scan? I would. I probably would.
Yeah, I would, just for that chance of just for that
Mhm.
hope. Just for the hope.
I think I think a part of me would fight it for a while though. Like I would probably fight it like, well, if I'm not going to actually experience the arc and I'm going to die here, yeah. But then I'd probably be like, yeah, put me on it. God, put me on.
Put me on it
God, Catherine,
so
put me
that
on.
my yeah, my so that my copy paste can enjoy the arc and
Mhm.
I probably would do what everybody else was doing.
Sailor. She said, I'm gonna follow the leader on this one. I'm just do it.
I ain't gonna live down there with the fucking wow.
But you
Alright, having
are.
monsters chase me.
But you are. Because you're stuck down there no matter what. It's just another
That's
copy
why
of
I
you.
said I would do what they did after getting scanned into the arc.
Oh, you would. You would.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't know that I would do it right after a scan, but
Maybe not
I
right after the
yeah,
scan,
I think
but
I would follow suit though. It's to the point where I was like, "Okay, this is it. Like, we're not. This is it." Like,
and also the
I probably
first
would too.
moment I'm getting chased by a monster, if this was me in my actual physical body, I would give up. This
Take
ain't
me,
running
wow.
anywhere. This ain't running anywhere anytime soon, okay?
I'd be like Simon. Just fucking take me out. I was gonna say I'd drop myself into the abyss, but I think that'd be a really terrifying way to die, so I'm not gonna do that.
I no, absolutely the fuck not. I'm not even scared of the ocean that much, and I would absolutely not fucking do that.
They made
No.
it scary though, because if you drop into that abyss, like, you fall, and then you
And you
hear
can
Simon
hear
get
shit
panicky.
cracking. Yep.
Yes. And Simon gets panicky, and then you I'm like, "Oh, fuck." I
Well,
hate
we
it.
fucked up.
I hate it
Alright.
so much. I hate it so
Mm,
fucking much.
yes, I would take the scan. I would live a little bit after the scan, but then I'd be like, "You know what? I'd let the monster take me."
Yeah, I probably would too. It's hard though. I wouldn't let him take me. I would probably, like, I would follow suit and off
Okay,
myself
yeah, I
because, like,
wouldn't let the monster take me, obviously.
yeah, because he would fuse you to a ship and you'd be still awake, alive, watching Simon be a fucking doofus. So, like,
You know what?
just take
And,
me
like,
out.
my mind already is a fucking tragedy in my brain, so, like, do you, like, think while you're still attached to WoW? Are you, like, thinking, like,
Yes,
everything? My brain constantly goes anyway, so, like, I'm just gonna be sitting there for eternity just thinking nonstop, and that's a terrifying thought to me.
it is really it's just, being alone with nothing but your thoughts, that'd be horrible. Awful,
I would
awful.
definitely
Yeah,
yep, nope.
yeah.
That alone would be like, "No, I'm good. I'm good, thanks."
Yeah, I'm out.
Fuck this
I
shit,
am
I'm out.
out. Was Catherine wrong for not telling Simon everything?
Yes.
Yeah, I say no, because knowing what I know of Simon, I don't think he would have shot the Ark. I don't think he would have shot the Ark. I think he would have doomed them all if she told him.
Maybe.
I think her very analytical brain went, "Don't tell this fucking idiot, because you ain't getting anywhere with that." But, like, she knows, like, we need to finish this. Like, we need to get this arc into the fucking solar system. We need to get this up. And I think she knew, judging probably solely on the fact that this man, after 5 times, did not understand what a copy means. She was like, "I ain't gonna tell him. I'll wait. I'll wait till the moment is right," which happened to be when it was in the air.
I guess now's the right time. By the way, Simon, you're a fucking idiot.
It's like, it's just she knows, and he just it's just dumb. He's just stupid. I think it was just I don't think it's so much as him just being stupid, even though I think he's stupid. I think he was just so focused on getting saved that he just didn't really realize what saved means in this
I think
aspect.
that's I think that's the best way to think about it too. He just was so focused on
Mhm.
life and surviving and everything and
Yeah.
well also too another way, he's not scientifically thinkage at all.
So
My
what?
brain is
I'm
my brain
sorry.
is about to shut down. Like he doesn't think scientifically like Catherine does.
Right, because I mean, what was he before this? He was a comic book store owner.
It probably would be like me. You could explain something to me 5 times and it's still not gonna fucking click until something physically
Yeah.
clicks.
I just
Well,
imagine if Catherine had, like, a hand, she would be face palming most of this game.
yeah.
'Cause Simon's like, "So I could, like, wake up there and not be here," and she was just like, "Yeah, totally, that's definitely how it works, Simon. Yeah, mhm." He was like, "Cool, okay."
Let's see. You close your eyes and then open them again.
Yep. Mark's wrong in the continuity. Let's talk about his psychopath. So Mark his idea that he has spread throughout Pathos is
Mm,
that that dying right after your scan guarantees that you are the one who wakes up on the ark instead of staying behind, which I guess fucking technically it is. But it's not you that wakes up, it's your copy. But
right.
people obviously are in a very desperate situation with no hope. They know no one's coming for them because there is no one to come
Mhm.
for them, that they
Right.
believe it. And a lot of people believe that and they killed themselves enough to the point that they stopped scanning people completely. Like you don't even know how many people got scanned. They don't name a lot of people that got scanned. I feel like there is not a lot of people who got scanned.
Say I would say probably maybe at the most 20 from what I saw from
Yeah.
the list.
Yeah, and there's no way that that was half of the people that are down there.
No.
Like they fucked it up for everybody. Like I
You
don't
ruined it for the whole class, Mark. You
literally
ruined it for the whole
the
fucking
whole
class.
fucking class. He was so stuck that he was, "If I die, I'm on the fucking ark. Sir, sit down."
That's
And,
not how it
like,
works.
it was to the point where, like, other people were like we had people that slit their throats on their beds, we find the beds and stuff, but Mark,
Mhm.
like this fucked me up. So Mark takes a cyanide pill basically before his scan, so that when his scan ends, he dies. So, like, in front of Catherine, like, he was just like, "Yeah, who cares?" He didn't care. He didn't care about anybody but himself. It's just crazy, and then poor Robin, like, took it to the extreme. She's the one who slit her throat, and, like, you find, like, her bloody bed. Like, her whole cabin is bloody, and you find her razor
Mhm.
on the bed. I think there was 7 suicides in total over this. Like, that's
I think
crazy.
so.
Yeah, I mean, well, I do talk about it a little bit in the lore video, but, like, it's
Mhm.
wild how many people, like Simon, didn't understand what was actually happening. And for scientific people, I feel like they should have understood, and I don't know if it was just the trauma of what is happening, but, like, they all lost their ever-loving minds. They forgot that they have doctorates and that they're really smart.
I think it definitely was the trauma because trauma makes you do stupid shit.
It does, for sure.
Especially with the trauma of the whole fucking world ending.
Right? Like, can you imagine
That would
being
drive
yeah.
you over the edge, I think.
Yeah, bottom of the ocean, getting notes like, "There's a comet coming. Oh, hey, they couldn't stop it. We're all gonna die. Good luck down there. Huh? What? Take me up. Let me die up there. Hold on. Take me up."
Okay, bye.
I wonder if they felt any of the shockwave from that comet hitting. I mean, a big enough comet hitting that hard that it killed the entire planet. Do you think they felt that?
They had to have.
Right? They had to, like, there had to be some
And
kind
it
of
had to have
shockwave.
and it had to have fucked up some kind of electricity
I don't
under the
know.
water or
Right?
whatever they live with under the water.
I don't know if it would have been like because it's water, right? So, like, maybe it softened some of that blow? I don't know. It's a very good question. They don't really go into that if they felt the shockwave or not. I wonder. Google. No, they would not have felt a direct seismic or acoustic shockwave through the deep ocean from the impact because of the location. The comet hits in the Pacific Ocean, and they're in the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay.
So, they're far enough away that the water would have cushioned all of that, like a ripple effect. And
Mhm.
because they are so fucking far down and anchored to bedrock, they wouldn't have felt it. That's crazy.
I guess that makes sense.
The WoW. This will be quick because we already kind of talked about this. Is the WoW evil?
No, because it
No.
can't be evil if it's doing what's programmed to do. It's just
Well,
evolving.
I mean, they did like do some shady shit on the side, which I think impacted it. Like Ross was doing all that side work for Carthage,
Well,
and
yeah.
I think that impacted what it ended up doing and how it evolved. But I think I agree. I don't think it was evil because it was just doing what its directive was.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't think that he was evil.
It said you want it to do this, but I'm gonna do this to enhance it
Yeah,
instead.
I'm making it
You
better.
you wanna stay alive? I'll keep you alive. Probably not the way you want, but I'll keep you alive.
You said keep alive. You didn't say how to keep alive.
You didn't specify enough.
Yeah, it was kind of like it was learning to replicate life, but at what cost?
Life finds a way.
Let get out. Get out.
No, let me quote my Jurassic Park, god damn it.
So someone did on good old Reddit, Sailor, someone did say that they thought that if the WoW hadn't begun to evolve and do what it did, that there was a good chance that the PATHOS-II crew could have recolonized the surface. And I don't agree with that. I don't think that would have been possible because how the fuck, one, are they getting back up to the surface with no help from the surface? I have no idea how they got there in the
Right.
first place. If a comet that large hits, right, we get the not nuclear winter, but we get the fallout winter from
Mhm,
the debris and all of the wildlife dying and the plants dying, and you can't really grow
mhm.
plants in soil that is covered in ashes and debris. So, like,
Right.
I don't think that's a possibility that they
No.
could have done that. They're basing it off a study of the KT impact, saying that the long-term consequences, like blocking out the sun and preventing, like, photosynthesis for plants, started improving after about 4 years. I don't think they would have lasted long enough to come back to the to the ceiling, to the surface to start refixing things. I think, because I mean,
Right.
yeah, like, after the comet hits, they're only down there for what, like, another year, year and a half before they're starving to
Mhm,
death? Like, they would have never made it long enough to
mhm.
come back up and repopulate.
Plus, also, they would have to create something to be able to come back up from, the ocean, and they're very limited on everything down there. You can't just throw a bunch of rocks together and say, "Okay, we're going back up to the surface."
Yeah, I think part of the argument is because 'cause they're scientists and stuff, but, like, they were there under the guise of mining. So, sure, they could have got resources, but that doesn't mean they have all of the resources they would have needed to create it. Not only that, like, I mean, they did have the hydroponics facilities and stuff, but, like, you need seeds and stuff for that. I just don't think they were thinking of that, nor were they accommodating for staying alive that long and having enough
Mhm.
resources for that. But
Hmm,
I think the game is more about coping with death than it is, like, with what's going on.
I would agree.
What is something Soma did well?
Atmosphere, big
Yeah,
one.
for fucking
A
sure.
I've said it before and I've said it again. If you don't have the correct atmosphere, your whole game is gonna flop.
Yep, I don't care
And
how
if
many good
you
jump scares you have. If you have no
Mhm,
atmosphere, cheap.
forget it.
Yep.
You gotta have the sound, you gotta have the surrounding, visuals to it. Um, and if you are gonna have voice acting, you gotta make sure you have good voice actors, which they definitely did.
I really like Simon's voice actor. I think he did a really good job.
I liked Catherine's as well. As much as she
Yes,
drives me nuts,
she did
I
well.
really
She did
liked
very good.
Catherine.
Yeah, I did as well.
And all the other
Um,
cast members.
yeah, I think everyone did really, really well. I definitely think the game is worth playing at least twice to get the lore, because I think a lot of people miss some of the really big stuff. Not that it's, like, important for so much the ending or the story, but I think it's cool to kinda go back and look at, like, what really happened to them, because I think we speculate in the first run through, and then you play it again, you're like, "Ah, shit. That's what happened.
Thi
Fuck."
this is actually what happened, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
If you were to recommend this to somebody, who would you recommend it for?
Walking simulator, people who like walking simulators, story, very story driven. Not as puzzle driven, kind
Mhm,
of puzzle driven, but somebody who really likes story. Maybe not someone who's not into futuristic stuff. I mean,
mhm.
maybe. Like I said, I'm not into it, but like I came around at the end.
Yeah.
Kind of a toss
I
up.
think what sets this one apart is because even though it's futuristic, it's not super, like, in the future, space station-y. It's futuristic, but it's still, like, more realistic in the bottom of the
Yes.
ocean-y kinda, and I think that's why it kinda can pull
Hmm.
you around to it. Still sci-fi-y, but, not as, like, spacey. I agree. I think, people who like psychological horror, they like lore that makes you go, "Why?"
Right.
Or
Oh my
make you kinda
God.
sit here
Wait.
like we did going, "Wait, wait, hold on." You'll love this game. People who like Resident Evil probably will not like this game as much. If you like
Right.
more, like, combat-y stuff. We play a lot of walking simulator horror games for podcasts because I think it has more of a oof factor for us.
It definitely does, especially because with walking simulators, they typically are very story driven.
Mhm.
And honestly, to me, that's what makes a horror game is a good story. Because like, I wanna know why these things are coming at me the way they are.
I agree. Don't get me wrong, I love Resident Evil, and I love see, it's that's why I think I like Silent Hill so much is because it's a good mix of, like, you still have to fight monsters and stuff and get away,
Mhm,
but it's very, very lore heavy, and I think that you can have the best scares in the world, but if you have no story, I don't think it's as good. Like, I think those are more fun to play with friends, like, Devour or stuff like that. I think it's
mhm.
those are fun to play with friends. I don't think they're as, like, scary because I think they lose their scare factor because it's the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But games like this, they kinda keep it because you just keep talking about it and you're like, "Well, fuck," like, then you kinda realize, like, all these other things that were
Mhm.
going on, you're like, "Ouch." That hits a lot
Especially when,
harder.
you talk about it with
Yeah.
someone and you're like, "Oh my god," like, yeah,
Mhm. I think
it
that's how I
hits
pick
harder.
it's how I pick some of the games we play for, like, when it's my turn. I'm like, "Okay, what's the game that I have no one to talk to this about? I need someone else to spiral with me for a little bit here."
Don't you worry.
I do think people who like this, like, you're obviously gonna like, Frictional's other games, like the Amnesia series, The Dark
Mhm,
Descent, Machine for Pigs, Rebirth. I haven't finished Rebirth, and they did another one, Bunker or something. Those are the games you're gonna like. Also Outlast, because you can't fight in Outlast. Not the trials, but in Outlast. Have we played Outlast? Have we played Outlast? Get the
I
fuck out of here.
I started to play Outlast and I got too scared.
I mean, that's how you know it's good. It scared the shit out of me. I haven't played the second one. I haven't played the second one. Oddly enough, it directly ties into Outlast Trials.
Does it really?
They both kinda do, but 2 specifically. Yep. Final verdicts on Soma. I, uh I will say it again, it's not really the monsters, because I mean, I know we can't fight them, but we can get away from them, but it's just, like, it's just not clean. It's not a clean horror game, because like, you have all these
Mm-mm.
questions, and there's a lot of speculation on Simon and Catherine and what happened in the WoW, and, is it evil? Is it not evil? Is Catherine right or wrong? Do we save or kill Simon? Is Simon a fucking moron? Yes, he is.
Well,
But
yes,
I
obviously.
but I think it's such a good game in that way. I think it got a lot of love when it first came out, and I think it doesn't get the love it deserves now, but I think everyone needs to play it at least one time and get that lore just for them to go, "What?"
Yeah, I agree.
Any final thoughts before we sign the
Um,
fuck off?
I've said it before, it's just a little too long.
It is long. It's very long.
They could've they could've condensed it a little bit,
Mhm.
5, 6 hours maybe. Like,
Yeah. Like, I don't think, like, the whole Acres thing, I think it was creepy. If they would've left it where it was, where you find his eyes and all that stuff, like, we didn't need to run from him, and, like, no one even knew it was him most of the time, like, you had to really
I
dig
didn't
to
know
find
it
that
was
out.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was unneeded. I also think it was weird, like, with Ross coming in, like, almost at the end of the game going, "You have to stop the WoW, blah, 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 blah," like,
I
it
would've
was
liked to see him way earlier or something
yeah,
to give me, and just give
something.
me give me something, like, to know what I'm doing, cause like, y
Yeah.
for forgetful people who, brain just goes all in every direction, I need to know what I'm doing, what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I think that kinda, like, wasn't the greatest. It would be a thing that I would consider they did wrong, like, I think that was a little bit of a plot
Mhm.
hole where they kinda threw it in
Yes.
at you near the end, like, "Go kill the WoW," but you're like, "Why?"
Right?
Yeah.
I was very confused until, toward the end of the game where, like, what WoW really was,
Mhm.
you
Yeah,
know?
they don't explain it enough because they're like, "It's this AI," but, like, there's not enough around you to have that in there, like, we know
Right.
the machines are there, but, like, and we get some of the stuff. I like the idea of the WoW. I think it's perfect for this game. I would have liked
Mhm.
to see maybe some kind of physical manifestation of WoW, or him talking to Simon. Simon's part of him, why not? There
Mhm.
wasn't enough
Something.
Yeah, there wasn't enough presence of the actual WoW, just, like, the leftovers
Yes.
of the WoW, yeah. So before we close it out, we're gonna leave our chat with a question.
But we
The
gotta
same
rate. We
question.
didn't rate.
Oh, okay, we can rate first. I always look, we gotta do last time for not rating.
I know. I was like, "Oh, you pulled a sailor." We
I
were
pulled a sailor. Do you want me to go first?
yeah.
So, Soma is a 9 for me.
I'm
She's
gonna have to give
thinking.
it an 8.
Okay. I agree,
8, yeah.
I can see the 8. Yeah, I agree with you, like, I
Because,
think some
like
things
I
were
said
too
at
long and
first
stuff.
and also at first I didn't really like it. At
Mhm.
first, it
I
took
respect
me a
that.
while to
I
actually
respect
get
her.
into the story
Yeah,
and,
I got you.
like,
I get
for
it.
half of the game, I thought it was a dream, okay? I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
It's just a dream. A
Yeah.
dream theory.
Shit. One of those.
I think I just like the story a lot, and that's why I rate it so high, because I think it has such a great story. I think there's things they could have done better, but I still really love the story. So I'm gonna
I'm writing
leave
it
I'm
down
gonna
so we don't
leave
forget.
I'm gonna leave everybody with the same question that we've asked ourselves. You know, you get offered the scan, it's the end of the world, you get offered a scan, and you know how it works. We're not gonna pull a Simon, we know how it works. A copy of you is gonna wake up somewhere safe with every memory that you have at the time of your scan. So if you have your scan and have a child, you're not gonna know that child fucking exists when you get up on the ark. So I'm thinking of that. Would you stay and just not get the scan, or would you get the scan? That's what we're gonna leave you guys with. You can tell us in the comments what you would do, and, we will see you guys next time. I'm Lunar.
And I'm Sailor.
Bye.
Bye.
Let the fear come crashing down. Scream Queen sessions, pull up a chair. Sometimes data is on the air.